It's Renee over here. Welcome to my channel. This time I'm taking us right to the table because this one will require a little bit more handling. This is another something from the doll shelf where I will share with you some of the dolls in my collection and maybe prompt some people to bring out some of their older collection and share as well. Today, I am going to present to you a doll that I had gotten early 2000s, I believe. And when I got her, it was because of a toy store that we had in Chillicothe, Ohio, that was called the Bavarian Toy Works. Now, those who got to go there know the joy of this place. And they had a couple of different locations before they closed. But this was a fabulous toy store. They had all sorts of games and educational things, very high quality dolls, very high quality stuffed animals, all sorts of stuff. A lot of things you just didn't see in a regular toy section, and frankly, it was a great loss to have to not have that anymore. It was a truly excellent toy store. Small, but excellent. And also great customer service with the people who worked there. So in their last location, when they were, I can't remember the name of the actual road, but it was off Water Street in the old part of town. Me and a friend of mine happened to go there when they were closing down for good and had a huge sale. And I by no means had money available for much of anything at that time. But they were selling off some of the dolls that were a little more expensive for that time period at an extreme discount. And I fell in love with this little doll. But I was like, man, I don't really have the money. I need to get paid in a few days. Maybe then I can get it. And they're like, well, we're going to be closed as of today. This is the end of it all. We're done today. Like, so what are you going to do with the dolls? So they're like, oh, we'll just probably hand them off to the grandkids and let them play with them. Which ordinarily is an okay thing, but this was intended to be a collector's doll. And not appropriate for very young children, really. And frankly, I really wanted this doll. So I inquired about the price. I got an incredibly low price on this doll. I mean, it was like, I think 75% off. And she originally was like $60 before taxes. So I got her really, really inexpensive. Still managed to squeak by and had gas money for work, so it works out okay. And I have her here. Vogue company made Vogue dolls, fashion dolls, baby dolls. And they did a particular character called Ginny. So I have a Ginny doll here. She's an 8-inch collectible. You can see there's her original price tag for $60. And she is the Crib Crowd Baby Love. That you can look her up very easily online. Her box has a little bit of staining and everything, and that was from before I got her. So the box was kind of rough-handled already. Which may be why she was still there, because some people are box collectors and they want their boxes pristine. The box isn't the main thing for me. Other than the fact that it's her identifier and it keeps her clean, the box is no thing to me. She still has her Doll Club envelope. It was never filled out. Has all the questionnaire and everything in there. They want you to tell them all about yourself. Let's see, how much was that club membership? 1 year was $20, 2 years for $38. What did you get? Your initial membership packet includes your Ginny Doll Club membership card, your limited edition club pin, your redemption certificate allowing you to order the members-only annual limited edition club doll, the Vogue Doll Company catalog, and your first issue of the Ginny Journal, which will keep you informed of all the exciting news and many behind-the-scenes stories about Ginny. This application is valid through December 31st of 2004. Please call after this date. I am very curious. I wonder if this club's still going. I wouldn't be surprised, because there's some longevity when it comes down to doll collecting and the things that go along with it. There's that little envelope. Here's her authenticity card. It says, Ginny, the Vogue Doll Company presents Crib Crowd Baby Love from the Vogue Vintage Ginny Collection. This is a certified, authentic, and limited edition of 1,000 pieces. She's not numbered. However, she has a style number, 4BL019, which matches her box. And she was made in 2004. I don't know if she's the original or a reproduction. I do know that there have been reproductions made after her. I've seen some from 2009 and so on. Either way, here she is. So let me go ahead and get her out. She still has all of her original paper and everything in here. And I never have removed her from the box. She is still, as I received her, attached. She has sleep eyes. As you can see, she is painted to look very vintage. So whether she is original or not, she is made to look that way. She is a plastic doll, I believe. Or maybe not. She might be composite, which can still be done these days. I'm not certain. She does have a mohair wig, which may or may not be glued on. Again, I've never taken her out. She even still has her hair net clear down around her face. Got her little bloomers there, and they have stitched the front of her dress to it to keep it from flying up. Wears little ballet slippers. And she has a little brush and a comb that comes with her as well. Could not resist this little doll. She resembled a doll that my mother had as a child, though that doll is made very differently. Matter of fact, she still has it, and I do have a doll of that same version that I'll share with you at another time. Mine just has a different dress than my mother's. I am very pleased with this little doll. I believe her eyes are brown. I've never been able to see them very clearly, but they look brown to me. Very deep, dark color on them. But I was absolutely delighted to lay hands on her. Now, I know a lot of those who I'm interacting with on YouTube are contemporary collectors and fashion doll collectors, which actually Vogue kind of trots into the fashion doll area as well. They do have to do with Vogue magazine and Vogue patterns. I don't have a whole history on that for you, but I'm sure if you're interested in it, you'd be able to find it pretty easily. All in all, just a really pretty doll. I just couldn't resist her. She has that lovely linen dress. This pretty lace. I actually have been able to buy some lace that's very similar to it to use in some of my projects. I love her little satin ribbon to tie her bonnet on. I can assume that her outfit is probably Velcro. And she is are you a hard body? She is a hard-bodied doll. So do any of you collect vintage dolls as well? Are there any that you very specifically are interested in? I do have some other vintage dolls. Most of them are plastic dolls. I don't have a lot of old ceramic ones, but the ones that I do, those are my treasures. I've even got a doll that's close to 200 years old, and she's about the size of my little finger. So, a dollhouse baby, really. In any case, guys, like, subscribe, and share. And also share with us some of your doll shelf. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.